us started for this evening. A dish to help please the stomach when arrived hungry. You can go ahead and open both lids towards to the front there. You'll find to your left-hand side is a bit of a seasoned rice with a mushroom-based sauce and grated ginger on top. To the right-hand side is our saikyo miso. It's a white miso soup from Kyoto, Japan, with an egg tofu, Japanese red carrot, a hint of mustard and snow pea, and an eggplant off to the very front. Lastly, underneath the crane is our house-made sesame tofu, topped with wasabi and a wasabi-based sauce. So feel free to start from wherever the eye pleases. There's no particular order for this dish as well. And for the soup, feel free to drink right from the bowl as well for this one. Next, for the sashimi dish, we prepared a fish called the tennen madai, referring to sea bream fishes that are line caught one by the fishermen from the southern island of Kyushu, Fukuoka, Japan. We also thinly cut the fishes so that you enjoy the beautiful textures and the natural sweetness of the fish as well. When thinly cut, you get to really appreciate those flavors. The vegetables you'll find off to the front there, white radishes wrapping hand-cut white radish and carrot, a touch of stem vegetables marinated into miso, and the orange portions are Japanese carrots made into a bit of an agar-agar jelly or seaweed jelly for this one. Of course, lastly, freshly grated wasabi and our house-made soy sauce off to the front. Next, for our soup dish for this one, you can go ahead and open. What you'll find is first sudachi citrus, a Japanese lime, adding to a beautiful aroma and flavor to the broth. Underneath is a fish called the hamo fish. So hamo is a conger pike fish for this one. It's been wrapped with a bit of a sweet rice, a touch of white radish, Japanese red carrot, and long green bean, tying everything together. The base of the soup is a bit of chawamushi, a steamed egg custard, and then also the hamo fish broth on top as well. So you can enjoy to buy the different layers or the combinations of the different layers together. It'll bring up the different textures that you can enjoy for this one. Next, our grilled fish, grilled and our baked portion. So actually I'll be right back with this paper for the next fish for this one. But what we do have first for the baked portion at the very back is persimmon fruit with miso paste on top. There's also mochi rice cake inside with eggplant and the persimmon fruit as well. The little green cap is just for decoration, so you can keep that to the side. And the persimmon just came out of the oven, so it might be a little bit hot at the moment, so do take your time. The grilled fish to your right-hand side is tachiwo. It's a silver belt fish, or also known as the cutlass fish. Lightly sprinkled with a salt base as a light seasoning, but a light sauce of grated white radish and soy on top of the fish. The pine needle consists of palate cleansers, of sweet black bean, and also a bit of a wild mountain peach simmered into a sweet base. There is a little seed, so please do be careful. And lastly, a bit of yam potato and purple yam towards to the front there. Please enjoy. Next is our steamed and stewed fish. The next fish of kimmedai, the big-eyed red snapper fish that you find inside. But first things first, the yuzu citrus on top there adds to the very beautiful aromas to the dish. So at the very bottom is the kimmedai, the big-eyed red snapper, topped with a bit of plum taste carrot. There's also a Japanese white turnip at the very back with the savory red miso, French beans in the center, a bit of petite eggplant, and the taro root potato off to the center. Now every ingredient has been prepared separately, but then combined together to steam. So it creates a very beautiful broth at the very bottom where all of the flavors mesh together during the steaming process. If you like, feel free to enjoy the broth at the very end as well. So next, a bit of our lightly fried portion. Right in the center first, you'll find mashed taro root potato with a little bit of wagyu beef inside, all together fried with rice crackers colored into 5 natural colors. There is a sauce underneath or drizzled on top as well. It's a light ginger and white radish sauce as well. There's a touch of lily bulb petal on top with a beetroot chip as well. The little skewer in front consists of ginkgo nuts from Japan, lightly fried with a pinch of salt as a seasoning. And to the right hand side is puffed rice. It's kind of like popcorn, but it's rice version, still attached to the rice stalk. So the little white ones, you can remove them from the husks to enjoy them individually. To the left hand side, this is the crane signature to the chef, all made out of white radish. It works as a palate cleanser as well, so you are able to enjoy the whole bird and the base, together with the carrot dressing to the side as well. So that carrot dressing, just for the bird portion only, you can remove the wings to dip right into the dressing for this one. Please enjoy. One of our staple main dishes for this evening is our Wagyu beef rice. Now Wagyu we currently bring in from Miyazaki, Japan. It's the A5 ribeye portion grilled with our house-made teriyaki sauce. There's also a little bit of a sancho peppers sprinkled on top of the Wagyu. It basically balances out the teriyaki flavors. To the right hand side is soba noodle, but the soba noodle is actually wrapping a touch of shrimp fried with nori seaweed paper into a tempura base around it. There's also mitsuba beef, also made into a bit of a tempura placed on top as well for this one. Thanks, enjoy. At the very back, musk melons from Shizuoka, Japan, known to be one of the best quality melons, but also known to be very expensive melons as well. Right in the center, strawberries covered with agar jelly, condensed milk on top, a touch of red wine simmered pears off to the very front, with matcha mousse and red beans to the side. Now we do recommend for you to start with the musk melons first, just so that you can enjoy that natural sweetness before you get to the other parts of the dessert for this one. So,
Thank you.
Thank you.